A look there at a sold-out crowd that's been whipped into a frenzy. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. Just think of the Giants and Reds in the 2012 series, or way back in 2001, the A's and the Yankees. Remember that? It can happen. So you can bet that these guys would love to finish the series off right here and now, so they can take a few days off and relax and maybe watch a little baseball.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Washington Nationals.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Steve, what's the focus for this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Tanner Roark will do his best on the mound to keep his team alive here in the division series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
And with that, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Freddie Santiago heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Freddie Santiago.
And the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1, and we are underway at the Beltway.
First pitch, 106.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Yeah, a nice job there as this one gets right up the middle to start the ball game. Always nice to put a guy in the stretch right from the very start.
Into the box, Jesse Padilla, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And this one's in the dirt. But fortunately here, no advance. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Well, that's a nice job at third of knowing exactly where he is in relation to his surroundings. And he's able to make the play on the move to record that out.
Tyler Coleman will get a shot here, and he's looking to get off the schneid. Hitless in the series so far.
And he's an important guy to get going. If they're going to have any chance in this series, he really needs to start getting a little more involved.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit toward the hole. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll take a look at ball one.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
One-0 count. Here it is. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Weak roller right side. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means two men are in scoring position now with two away.
Yeah, sort of a protective swing there as he got on top of this baseball. But the net result is that at least he's able to move these other runners up 90 feet, albeit now with two outs.
David Torres steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first. So this is a big opportunity right now.
And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Well, guys, the book on Rusty is that he can sometimes have a tall strike zone. Pretty consistent.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him two shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Here's the 2-0. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Second and third, two away. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Is this a situation where they're just being careful with a base open here?
It sure looks that way, but it's still early enough where you don't want to put too many guys on base and risk a big inning.
Three and one, here it is. And he misses with it for ball four, so the bases will be loaded now with two away.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Into the box now, Travis James, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
And that's what he needed here with two outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike one.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
And he takes ball two, and it's 2-1.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in four with one swing.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Cubs wind up leaving him loaded. And now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. A time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Yeah, Matt, I'm excited to see what Ryan Zimmerman has in store. I think he does a great job of taking what's given to him. Never tries to do too much. Knows how to extend an at-bat and get the pitch he's looking for.
Jake Arrieta is on the mound, and he'll look to wrap up this division series. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA of just under 3.5. He's thrown some great ball games in his career. He's thrown some real clunkers. Hopefully, for his sake, he throws well in this one.
Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. But defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base. Good soft hands. And has a good throwing arm as well.
Joe Mauer will stand in to start things out, with his guys pretty fortunate to get out of that last half inning with the game still scoreless.
Yeah, they were able to dodge a bases-loaded situation. That could have gotten out of hand quickly, so maybe they can calm their guy down a bit by getting a couple runs here.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Well, we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Arrieta into the windup. 1-1 on its way. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
Yeah, not the spot to find yourself against a good leadoff hitter. Down 3-1 to start the afternoon? Not good.
And he takes ball 4, so the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, the shortstop.
Ian Desmond will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just one game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses, ball 1.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially if for a guy in this part of the lineup.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. On the ground near home. There's one, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
That's a very alert play right here behind the plate. Take a look at how quickly he gets out of the crouch and then pounces all over this ball. And now he's thinking second all the way, and he winds up getting that lead runner.
Bryce Harper will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. hit down the line at first. And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. And he'll get in there safely.
Yeah, if you're going to start an at-bat with a pitch out, it means you're willing to let a guy hit from ahead in the count. We all know that batting averages are much higher on 1-0 than they are on 0-1. They've learned the hard way there.
Coming to the plate now, Wilson Ramos. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. Spin throw. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Third baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Striding into the box, Ryan Zimmerman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And he popped him up, drifting back behind first. Rizzo is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Nats leave a pair. We've played an inning. No score. Eric Robeson will dig in here to start out the top of the second. 7-8-9 here in a scoreless ball game.
They'll be looking to make amends for that top of the first where they got the bases loaded but couldn't get anyone home.
This one skied out toward right. On the move is Harper. 1 out.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And set to stand in the still very imposing figure of the 3-time MVP, Alex Rodriguez. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. That misses. 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. And with 2 away now, we give you another glance at our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And here in this Game 3 of the Division Series, the big question is, will we see a sweep? Jake Arrieta will get his first cuts here. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Cubs are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Nate McLeod strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Left fielder, Nate McLeod.
And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Hit out towards second. Robeson is right there, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Well, and that's exactly what you want to do right there. Get yourself another ground ball, and that's a good way to start the second as he gets the easy ground out.
Anthony Rendon settles into the box for his first chance. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Still 2-2. Arrieta's ready. 2-2 pitch on its way. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Ready now with the payoff pitch. And a slider that time as this ball's hammered to deep left field. And that is the definition of a mistake pitch there as this ball is gone. A home run. Anthony Rendon connects on a solo shot. His first homer so far in the series. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
Pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of
it.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. Arrieta is there, and he has it for the out.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Tanner
Roark is ready for his first AB here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike one.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses 1-1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed 2-2.
Yeah, that is down the middle, but at 96, that's still tough.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Old Glory blowing in the wind as we are back for the top of the third from the home of the Nats. Freddie Santiago will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game.
Yeah, it was a nice at-bat, good way to start off the game. Probably hopes to carry it through the rest of the at-bats.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Up next for the Cubs, shortstop, Jesse Padilla.
Standing in, Jesse Padilla. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Yeah, he started to go up the ladder there, but then he realized in time that he wasn't going to get there.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single.
Man, you get flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Tyler Coleman will dig in. He singled his first time around. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A pitch out. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
You know, some managers don't like to call for the pitch out right away, thinking if they guess wrong, it changes the whole at-bat. But here, they had a good idea he'd be running, and turns out they were right.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
And even though that's a strike, that's a good take. You want to be looking 1 pitch, 1 spot. So don't go swinging at that one. That was nasty. Into
the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. to 2-2 now.
Just overmatched him there.
Right side hit hard. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Yeah, that's a 2-out hit here in the third inning. Maybe just a little something to get this guy out of his early comfort zone and put him into the stretch.
Stepping into the box, Anthony Rizzo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, that first fastball took off on him a little bit. This is a much better spot.
A runner on first with 2 away. Hit hard up the middle. On to Desmond for the force, and the inning is over. We'll get a look at the great Joe Mauer when we rejoin you after the break. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Nationals on top, 1-0. And there, in fact, is Joe Mauer. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Joe Mauer.
Arrieta's got his target. First pitch on the way. Now that's popped up. A-Rod is there to make the catch, and it's 1 pitch, 1 gone here in the bottom of the third.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And you'll take that every time.
So 1 away in the inning now for the shortstop, Ian Desmond. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Tap fouled at home plate. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Right fielder number 34, Bryce Harper.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. And again a throw, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Runners on first with one down. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a little blooper to center. Santiago posts under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Wilson Ramos stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First offering on its way. Up and in for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Here it comes, 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
And he's got to be up there thinking, come on already. Give me something to hit.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
Ryan Zimmerman stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1.
A 2-out hit here would be nice, but a 2-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Now 3-1, you can afford to look middle in and really turn on something if you get it.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Nats leave a pair. but they're on top 1-0. Leading off the inning, David Torres, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. The 0-1 delivery. Chopped foul right at home plate. Flares this one over toward first. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Well, sometimes that's how these rallies start. A little fluke hit, and now they're in business to start things out.
Travis James in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
In there, 0-1.
And, you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike one.
The 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. No runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Oh, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And he reaches for one out of his own and misses rather badly for the first out. So with a runner at first and 1 gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. At the plate, Eric Robeson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
First delivery to him on the way. Nope. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Well, now on 2-0, we've got a fastball count, and we've got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
Three and 0 now.
He's definitely looking fastball there, and you know, he got one, but good recognition not to go up and chase it.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Runners on first with 1 down. swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
First and second now after the walk, and they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
So stepping in, Alex Rodriguez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
First and second now, one man out. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's 1-1.
The pitcher, number 49, Jake
Arrieta stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Desmond for 1. On to Mauer, it's a double play, and that ends the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Nate McLeod is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Left fielder, number 15.
Arrieta gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And this one misses to McLeod as that evens the count at 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, this is what you call a belt buster right here. I mean, you can see it's just burying in tight, right around belt high. He just can't get the barrel of the bat through.
In now is Anthony Rendon. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
That's now 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning. Whatever he's throwing, it's working up there.
Denard Span stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And a ball, 1-0. And Span will watch another one miss. It's 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taken 2.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. That one's in there. 3-1.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
2 out, nobody on. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
That's a good job right there with 2 away, because if nothing else, you get your pitcher to the plate here in this inning, so you don't force him to lead off your next inning offensively.
Ready for another chance? Tanner Roark. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
In there for strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base that they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
And anytime you send your pitcher up there with 2 away, you want him to at least give you a little bit of a battle up there. But he does way more than that. He singles here to turn the lineup over.
Joe Mauer gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
2 down, runners at first and second. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. has to be thinking strikeout here. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Yeah, he nearly got him with the last pitch, and now this one does come in and get him pretty good. I think I'd be angry, too. That's just not right.
Here's the shortstop, Desmond, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. 3 left for Washington. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Freddie Santiago heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Bounce to first. Mauer's there, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The batter, shortstop, Jesse Padilla.
Jesse Padilla steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Into the windup and the pitch. And that misses for ball 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Span is under it. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Tyler Colvin.
Ready for another shot now. Tyler Coleman, he singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That's inside. 2-0. 1 run, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. They walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Yeah, that's pretty clearly a pitch around. They didn't want any part of him. With the bases empty and 2 outs, the walk's not the worst thing in the world.
Anthony Rizzo will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Now a move over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Safe to say, guys don't care much for that location. That'll get you riled up at the plate, no doubt.
The 2-1 on its way. Hit hard on the ground to third. And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Cubs strand one. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Bryce Harper comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Right fielder, Bryce Harper.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side, and reined in 1 away.
Here's a spot where he's probably looking for something hard again, but instead they change up on him, get him out in front a little, and all he can do is pop it straight up.
Wilson Ramos stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Very high, 2-1. Changeup, called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
This is skied into short left center. Padilla is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
High in the air out to center field. Santiago over to his left. And that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. David Torres makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
Well, you know what? You got to like the hustle, but you've also got to know your outfielder's arms out there. This never had a shot of succeeding, and he gets caught running himself into a pretty avoidable out.
Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Stepping in now, Travis James, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe.
I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
1 out, nobody on. Down the line, but this is a foul ball. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
And we'll check out the pitches by inning, and you can see he's up to an even 80 pitches now, so I'd imagine they'll start keeping a little closer tabs on him out there.
Eric Robeson stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. And that's in there, base hit. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
I want to take another look at this because this was close down that right field line. Is it a fair ball? Yeah, not by a whole lot, but they got the call right, and he'll get into 2nd here with a double.
Standing in now, Alex Rodriguez, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Two out here and a runner at 2nd. And he can't get A-Rod to bite on it. It's 2-0.
Well, it's pretty obvious to me right here. First base is open following that double. I don't think they have any intention of giving him anything in the strike zone.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Still a base open here, so you don't have to come in with one if you don't want to.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. A little tapper. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. Still tied 1 apiece. Nate McLouth will stand in, and he'll lead off in the Washington 6th.
Left fielder, Nate McLouth.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And this is swung on and missed by McLouth as he set down on strikes for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Anthony Rendon will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Low for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Here it comes on 1-1. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
1 out, nobody on. Breaking ball misses the corner, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
And he struck him out.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Striding in once again, Denard Span. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And he takes this one high, 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Line to the right side. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
And after going strikeout to start the inning, it looked like he was on his way to an easy 1-2-3. After the base hit there, he's going to have to work now with a 2-out base runner.
Willie Cornell will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 17, Willie Cornell.
And they start him out away with a cold strike. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
Arrieta sets. 0-1 pitch on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Swing and a liner. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Nationals leave one. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here at Nationals Park. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Craig Stammen is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
35, Craig Stammen.
Jacob Anderson is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And that's in there, 2-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Span will wait on it, and he's got it for out number 1.
Oh, you can definitely feel and tell that it's October out there. There's a little bit of moisture in the air. Here, this ball sounded pretty good off the bat, and you wonder if it would have been a different story if it was mid-July out there.
Freddie Santiago strides in, grounded out his last time through.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Squared that one up just a little late. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Here it is on 3-1. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And you'd like to say, good job there, good eye. But in reality, nobody's swinging at that pitch. It's not even close.
Jesse Padilla will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Comes set, now the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
And that pitch is way down in the zone, too. Usually a good location to run on. But he does a great job of getting rid of it quickly behind the plate, and he puts the throw right on the money.
Fastball is looked at for strike two.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Hard liner toward short, and that is in there for a two-out base knock.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
In now, Tyler Coleman, and a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. The 1-0 delivery. 2-0 now.
Now, after that first pitch out, another ball here really puts you in the hole against a dangerous hitter.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, McLeod. And that retires the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. It's stretch time here in our nation's capital, all tied at 1-1. Kyle Farnsworth will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Kyle Farnsworth.
Joe Mauer will get another shot, hit by a pitch his last time.
Yeah, and it might be interesting to see if he digs in maybe a couple inches further back this time.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Oh, and 2 now as Mauer can't come up with anything on that swing.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Here's a hard hit ball and caught over there at first. And that'll take care of the leadoff man here in the home 7th.
Wow, and I think a sigh of relief is in order out there on the mound after that one. That's the potential go-ahead run if he can get aboard. Instead, it's just a loud lineout.
Here's the shortstop, Ian Desmond. As he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out toward right field. Torres will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
We really couldn't ask for much more out of a 7th inning guy. He's come in, throwing a bunch of strikes, and he's got 2 quick outs to show for it here with the score still tied.
Bryce Harper will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Set up away, but he misses with a slurve ball for ball 2. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Lifted in the air to center field. Santiago will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Score remains tied 1-1. Rick Duarte will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Rick Duarte.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Tried to backdoor him with another breaking pitch right there, and they're staying away from the fastball so far, at least in this at-bat.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Hot shot to third. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman. On to first, and that's an important first out to start the 8th here.
Well, look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout.
David Torres stands in. He was hosed at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. And that's in there for a strike. 1-1. One out, nobody on. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. One and two, here it comes. In the air out toward right field. Harper is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting.
2 very well pitched games thus far. There you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ball game. Things have been tight throughout. Travis James stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
If there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
Down and away, ball one. Now a ball hit down the line in the air. This has a chance, and oh, it's high off the foul pole for a home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. His first homer here in the series, and the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
The batter, number 8.
Into the box now, Eric Robeson. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. In tight with the sinker, ball two.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
2-0 count. Here it comes. 3-0 now. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Boy, look at that thing dart. It's full now, 3-2.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in a matter of about 5 feet.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring the dangerous Alex Rodriguez to the plate. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he'll be back in standing up. Now the 0-1. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Two and two now. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Bounced softly in front of the plate. And he'll in fact just tag the runner headed down the line to take the sure out. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's now 2-1 Chicago. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Alex Platt is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Batting in the 8th spot, number 16, Alex
Wilson Ramos will step in to start things for the Nationals. He'll be followed by Ryan Zimmerman waiting on deck.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Nope. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Two 2-0 count and the pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. So a big moment here, and standing in, Ryan Zimmerman. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's set, and the pitch. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, and is the tide turning here? I think that's the real question at this point. It's a perfect start to the inning. You get the tying run up to second base. The go-ahead run is on first base as well. Still nobody out. And a decision looming here whether to bunt these guys up or try and roll the dice a little bit on this next guy and see if he can keep the rally going.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And digging in, the left-handed hitter, Nate McLouth. Trying to hold the lead. Fastball, and oh, he has to bend out of the way of that one.
And this is a spot where the Nats have had their share of trouble. They have to have someone come through here.
That evens it up, 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
He knows his job is to hang on to the lead for his team. But with a guy in scoring position, he's got to do something to come up big. Not a whole lot bigger situation to come up with a strikeout than right there. He's fired up about it, but he's still got some work to do right now. He's not out of this thing yet.
In now is Anthony Rendon. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he takes a called strike one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
All right, a big strikeout there. And, you know, that keeps that tying run at second with 2 away now.
Denard Span steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ball game, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
Lays off 1-0. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And Span will watch another one miss. It's 2-0 now. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. In danger now of a 2nd walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to 3rd base.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Jason Hall will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out. And it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here as Jason Worth begins to stretch in the on-deck circle. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 left for Washington. They still trail it here 2-1. Rafael Soriano will come on now and try to keep this deficit from getting worse.
32, Rafael Soriano.
Jose Lobaton is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 59, Jose Lobaton.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Mike Dickinson, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Not close. It's 2-0. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
You really wasted a lot of bullets on a guy that you should get out fairly quickly. You got to go right after him. Get him out of here.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball four, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
If you're looking for a good way to add to a one-run lead, a leadoff walk never hurts. Let's see how they want to play this from here.
Freddie Santiago stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Boy, a walk and then nearly a hit by pitch there. He's having himself a few problems out there.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Desmond for one. Back to Mauer, but it's not in time, and they'll settle for just the one out.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
At the plate, Jesse Padilla. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. He's running towards second. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will be corralled by Mauer, and that's out number 2.
Well, he might have had that one stolen that time, but he winds up popping this one up, so runner has to go back to first.
Tyler Coleman will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Good live fastball there from Soriano at strike one. Comes set with the 0-1. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Two out with the man at first. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. Set to deliver on 2-1. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
This is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Tough take there on 3-1. I mean, if this pitch missed the inside corner, it did not miss by much. But he's going to reach base anyway.
Anthony Rizzo will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Hard hit ball to second. Backhanded on to first. And the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Thomas Nicholas is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Thomas Nicholas.
Joe Mauer will be the one to start things off with his guys needing a ninth inning rally here if they're going to force a Game 4.
First baseman, number 7.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Ball 1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
And this pitch is inside, and he can't find the zone all of a sudden. 3-0.
He's having a little trouble finding the strike zone here to start off the inning, and it's a long road back from 3-0.
And this is taken for ball 4. So just like that, the tying runs aboard to start the home half.
And this is not the way you want to start the ninth inning on the mound. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Now in a 1-run game, that puts a tying run on base to start things out.
Ian Desmond comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Here's the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
That's not just ball 2. That's ball 6. Seems like he's kind of fighting it out there right now.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Set to deal on 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
That's a big strikeout here with that tying run still at first. And now you're basically a ground ball away from getting out of this.
Bryce Harper will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And This is high, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. On the ground to first. Can this be two? One there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just one at second.
Jose Lobaton will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Harper running from first. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And that's where speed can definitely change a ball game. He's able to get into second here with two away, so now it might just take a single to score that tying run.
Here comes the 0-1. And that's taken for strike two, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
And the Cubs are one step closer. They're going to the National League Championship Series.
Well, that's a pretty good celebration going on down there on the field, but they know that they have a lot of work left to do, and they'll start thinking about it all over again here in a couple of days when they play in the NLCS.
And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the NL Division Series on MLB The Show.